situation.
In his 74-page manifesto, the shooter wrote this. I want to put it on the screen. Are you a supporter of Donald Trump as a symbol of renewed white identity and common purpose? Sure. What does the president think of that?
Yeah, in fact, I'm a little disappointed you didn't put up the next sentence, which the next sentence, because I looked at it last night, was, what about for his policies and as a leader? And he said, dear God, no. I don't think it's fair to cast this person as a supporter of Donald Trump any more than it is to look at his sort of his eco-terrorist passages in that manifesto and align him with Nancy Pelosi or Ms. Ocasio-Cortez. This was a disturbed individual, an evil person, and to try and tie him to an American politician of either party probably ignores some of the deeper difficulties that this sort of activity poses.
I want to make it clear. I take your point, and I want to make it clear. The only person responsible for this slaughter is the shooter, not President Trump. But some critics have said that he has contributed over the years to an anti-Muslim climate. Here is one of his statements from the campaign.
I think Islam hates us. There's something there that there's a tremendous hatred.
And after the attack, Democratic Senator Kirsten Gillibrand tweeted this: time and again, this president has embraced and emboldened white supremacists, and instead of condemning racist terrorists, he covers for them. And some folks were disturbed that after we saw the manifesto, after the shooting, which said that he was doing this to kill, quote, invaders, the president said this when he was signing his veto message.
People hate the word invasion, but that's what it is. It's an invasion of drugs and criminals and people.
I understand, and I very much agree that the president is not responsible for this action. But has he considered, given the fact that some people seem to feel that he has given them cover, has he considered giving a major speech condemning anti-Muslim, white supremacist bigotry?
You've asked a couple of questions, so let's go back and talk about what Senator Gillibrand said. Look, there's folks who just don't like the president, and everything that goes wrong, they're going to look for a way to tie that to the president. So if they see the word invaders in the manifesto, they see that passage, and they say, oh my goodness, there must be some connection between this. That's just absurd to say that there's some type of connection between being against illegal immigration, which is what the veto was about, for legal immigration, and the ruthless live streaming of murder of 15 people. The two things have nothing to do with each other. So
okay,
I recognize the fact.
Let's forget all of that. To the degree that there is an issue, no, but let me just ask, to the degree that there is an issue with white supremacist, white nationalist, anti-Muslim bigotry in this country, and there is an issue with that, why not deliver a speech condemning it?
You've seen the president stand up for religious liberties, individual liberties. The president is not a white supremacist. I'm not sure how many times we have to say that. And to simply ask the question every time something like this happens overseas, or even domestically, to say, oh my goodness, it must somehow be the president's fault, speaks to a politicization of everything that I think is undermining sort of the institutions that we have in the country today. Let's take what happened in New Zealand yesterday for what it is: a terrible, evil, tragic act. And figure out why those things are becoming more prevalent in the world. Is it Donald Trump? Absolutely not. Is there something else happening in our culture where people think, you know what, I think today I'm going to go on TV and live stream me murdering other people? That's what we should be talking about, not the politics of the United States.
If I may, all I'm saying is the president speaks out about a lot of things that he's not responsible for, and he doesn't feel that there's any link. Terrorism. Why not make a speech and make it clear that there is